One of the many reasons why so many national companies use bus as a vital part of their media mix is that buses are up and down the high street when customers are out making their buying decisions. As people are spending more time out of the home than ever before, bus is the chosen media because where people go, buses go. And PSV Media takes your advert to them.
One of the things I was interested in doing was to get adverts where people didn't normally expect to see them. And so I started to look at outdoor, did some bus stop advertising, did some other advertising which I wasn't really all that happy with. And then when I saw what PSV Media could do, I was quite excited by that. My initial thoughts about bus advertising, from what I'd seen before and what we'd done previously, was just strip advertising, a strip down the side of the bus, maybe a sort of strip across the back of the bus.
The typical image of it is, you know, a long panel down the side of the bus or a little square patch at the back of a bus that's mainly text, maybe a few images, and is a little bit static and boring.
I was quite surprised at what was available really when I looked into it with PSV.
What Knowsley Safari Park ended up with was a world away from what they thought was possible.
This is the first thing we've done with PSV Media. We just wanted something a little bit different than the normal sort of billboard and bus side advertising. PSV Media came to us with a couple of different designs before we finished up with this product. I just hope it becomes a talking point really. It's an amazing looking bus, so you know, if we can get people talking about it, you know, that's good. It's achieved its purpose. I mean, for a first try, I'm pretty impressed with this one.
One of the great things is the kind of service that we get from PSV Media. In the past, I've dealt with advertisers who were happy to take your money and then you'd never hear another thing from them. And sometimes you wouldn't know what's going on with your advertising, why it hadn't appeared. You had to chase them. And PSV Media have been excellent in that respect. You have got some control of the routes, you've got control of which routes you can choose, so it's not simply, well, there will be a bus ad somewhere in your region, you know, in 2 weeks' time, which is the kind of thing we had before. We know exactly what route it is, we know how often it runs, we know where it's going to, we know every time it's going to go past if it's going past our premises. So all of those things are very attractive to us.
PSV Media separate ourselves from the competition because we can offer our clients route-specific buses. This delivers a more targeted campaign, which offers zero wastage, thus giving a greater return on investment.
Very pleased with the way that our national creative people and PSV Media have been able to work together, because obviously there has to be consistency of advertising with a large group like Specsavers. We can't simply go off and do our own advertising, but that's all worked very well, and the back of the bus is a different medium to other mediums, so where there's have to be adjustments, that's all been sorted out.
A single bus with your advert on it travels around 700 miles every week.
We've found the flexibility has really been great with PSV Media, because from time to time we'll run different offers, and one of the things I was concerned about was that we were going to run an offer and we'd have to run that offer all the time, or we'd have to take it completely off the bus when that offer changed. But what we were able to do, just by clever use of the advertising, was to be able to change a panel on the advert, which meant that we could change the offer and then we could change it back, and it didn't look like there was something stuck on there, it just looked like it had been designed that way. It gives us the flexibility that we get from press advertising, but with the massive impact of outdoor advertising. you.